North India will be taught or discussed, in which you will study about the administration, society, economy, religion, and education, as well as art and architecture. One by one, we will discuss. One thing I am telling to you, be very careful and ready to make your question answer properly. Short question answer, you have to prepare. No doubt, all the short questions are given in your exercise. Inside questions are also given. I'm highlighting the short questions, right? So listen carefully, and whenever you prepare the question answer, it is my request. First of all, you have to go through the video. You have to watch video. Each points are discussed very promptly and perfectly. Every point will raise you or help you in giving the question answers. Now, first you learn, first is the king. Actually, administration is the main aspect of governance. Administration, what was the administrative system in those days? It is a very important part of governance. Governance means rule, right? King was the supreme, I mean, all in one. No one was greater than the king in the field of power. The first point you will have to write, king was all powerful. He was the supreme authority in the kingdom. There was the group of officials to help him. Those were called ministers. The king was the head of military and the judiciary, right? Judiciary means court system where justice is done. The king was the apex body, highest body, or the main person to decide the matter or give verdict or decision. He used to lead the military forces in course of war. The kingdom was divided into provinces. In each provinces, the officer was appointed by the king to look after the administration. The head of province has to work under the king. He was always responsible to the king. The king used to keep a very huge army, and whatever their income was there, major part of the income of the kingdom or the king was expensed on maintenance of army. So this was the administrative system or administration in South and North India. So 5 lines you can write. Always I suggest you, never write your answer in paragraphs. Right? Always write your answer in points. Point here means meaningful sentences. A question is of 5 marks, 5 points must be written. 5 meaningful sentences must be written. For example, if question comes, what was the administrative system of North India during this period? You will have to write, the king was the head of the kingdom or supreme body of the kingdom. To help the king, there was the group of officials, ministers. King was the head of military, I mean army. He was the head of judiciary, court system. His decision was the last decision in any cases. The kingdom was divided into smaller part, provinces, like nowadays, whole India is divided into states. Just like that, in those days, the kingdom was divided into provinces. Each province was under the control of an officer, and he was responsible to the king, right? In case of not doing good work, or if there was any inefficiency, drawbacks in the working of the officer or head of the province, he was removed by the king. Okay, a huge army was built up that used to help the king in course of war and maintenance of peace and security in the kingdom. So these are the main points of administrative system or administration. Okay. Now next is next point is about the economy. What type of economic system was there? Now, economic system was very strong in this period, right? Economy was very strong, but there were some drawbacks. What were the drawbacks? Actually, society was divided into poor and rich group of people, right? There was inequality in society. People were not equal, not at par with each other. Some of them were so-called superior, and there were some who were very inferior, right? And in terms of economy, money, material, all were not same. There was a small group of society who was very rich, and rest were poor. So there was inequality, dissimilarity in social groups. Royal family, officials, I mean high post people, high post holder people, and traders were very rich. Who were rich? Royal family, officials, and traders. Those who used to sell and buy the goods from one place to another. Internal trade was there as well as external, I mean from other countries also trade was done during this period. So these were the rich people. Now next were generally villagers were poor. Poverty is stricken, I mean who are poor. Temples were the center of wealth in those days. Many people used to donate the land. They used to present or even offer some valuable ornaments, gold, silver, diamond, to the temples. And it is why in those days temples were the center of wealth. You have already read or studied about Turkish invasion, Mahmud Ghaznavi invasion, in which you have seen he has looted so many temples, destroyed many temples, and looted the wealth because he knew that temples in India were the centers of wealth. Now, next was a new type of political socio system was developed there that was called feudal system. It was a system of governance. It was a socio-political, social and political setup that was based on land holdings. Actually, what used to happen in those days, the king used to give the land to the important persons to get the work done by the workers or peasants on their field, and they have to give some portion of the production to the king. And secondly, these feudal persons, feudal lords, were given the right to help the king militarily. I mean, military help was given by the feudal lords in feudal system. So this was the system. Rai or Thakur got land in grant for military help, right? There were some persons, officers, not officer, a person who were given some tract of land. जमीन का कुछ भाग उनको दिया जाता था, and they were given right to collect the revenue for the maintenance of military, because they were also entitled to help the king by through military. So in this way, this was the economic system of North India during medieval period. Now note is written here, feudalism weakened the power of the king as they became more powerful than the king in terms of money and military power. Right? How did feudalism or feudal system become harmful for the kingdom? It became harmful because under this system, the feudal lords got the power, more power than the king. Why? Because he was entitled to collect the revenue, and secondly, he had given right to give the military help. So military was with him and money was with him. In course of time, what happened? They did not support to the ruler by money or military power, and they began to acquire power by themselves. It is why the kingship or kingdom declined and feudal lords became very powerful, and later on these feudal lords became the king, right? And in this way feudalism also destroyed. क्या कोई feudal lords रहा नहीं, वो राजा बन गया, इसलिए feudal system भी खत्म हो गया. Okay, now next. Next is society. I mean social condition. One of your exercise question is what? Write about the society or social condition of North India during medieval period. Now, some difficult question can be asked. How can you say that social system under the small kingdoms was not good, or there were so many drawbacks in the society? Prove it, analyze it, because state question will not be asked generally. It will be twisted, but the answer will be same. Only a few lines you have to add by yourself as per the demand of questions. The society, what was the social condition of North India? You will write in this way, or you should learn the minimum points. Society was divided into many castes. You have already studied caste system. Caste system, what existed in society. So there were different groups of people in society, and naturally among them there was no unity. There were some feeling of differences among them. Second point, the king, the feudal lords, and Brahmins were the upper class people. These three groups were called so-called forward class people or upper class people. Sudras were the group of people, was a certain community who were the land cultivators. Generally they were poor and taxpayer. They have to pay the tax, and they were discriminated. Discriminated means not given equal right, equal status. They were considered inferior, right? They were considered inferior. They were not allowed to mix with each other. So this was the social condition. Next is, condition of women was not very good. Women were in miserable condition, very poor condition. Women were not allowed to get education. If in rich families, some women were given or were allowed to have the education, but with some limitation. Now, next, there were some evil practices, there were some social drawbacks which worsened the condition of women. For example, practice of sati system. Sati, you know sati. What is sati? Here one picture is given. Now sati is here. Now this is the picture of, sorry, here inside in left side. Johar is now next year where widows are there. Actually, this is the picture of sati system in which newly widow, I mean who the married couple, I mean the married woman whose husband used to die, that lady has to whirl with the funeral pyre of her husband. जब किसी पत्नी का पति मर जाता था तो उनको जब जलाया जाता था तो पत्नी भी उसके साथ जलती थी। तो इस प्रथा को सती सिस्टम कहते थे और इसीलिए कहा जाता है इनह्यूमन है, नॉट गुड। अदर वाज द चाइल्ड मैरिज इन वेरी अर्ली एज, पीपल यूज्ड टू गेट देयर चिल्ड्रन मैरिड। Now in which age you are, in that age, in those days, the boys and girls used to marry by the permission of their parents. It was not good. Polygamy. Polygamy was also a very wrong social practice. Polygamy means a system in which a person used to keep more than one wife or more wives. This was called polygamy. And other was Johar in royal family, right? There was Johar system in royal family. Johar system was a practice applied by the king's family or the family who used to live in the palace when their counterpart or their husbands or male groups were killed in battlefield or defeated in battlefield, then these ladies used to organize this type of system or used to do this practice in the campus of their palace, in which they used to jump in the blazing fire and used to die because they want to save their prestige, power. Otherwise, they were captured and carried by the invaders in their own country or were ill-treated. So this was called Johar system. Is it clear? So in this way, these are the 5 or 6 points that will make your answer perfect when you will write about the social condition of North India. Now next is next point is religion. What type of religion was there? Now you are seeing, can you tell me the name of these gods and goddesses? God and goddesses, can you tell me? Can you tell me? Okay, now yes, Lord Shiva, Lord Vishnu, Goddess Durga, Kali, so these are the god and goddesses. Now what was the social condition? Now first is Rajputs worshipped gods Vishnu and Shiva, right? Vishnu and Shiva. Lord Vishnu and Shiva were the main gods who were worshipped in those days, and these two gods were more popular among the Rajput. Goddesses Kali and Durga were also worshipped. Rajput used to give land to the Brahmins that was called Brahmadeya or Agrahara, right? Rajputs gifted land to the Brahmins that were known as Brahmadeya or Agrahara. Next is Hinduism was more popular than Buddhism. Buddhism was existed, as you know, Buddhism, it is a religion that was started or founded by Lord Buddha. Buddhism was there, but Hinduism was more powerful. Next, Bhakti sons were there who used to preach the people with good morals, good lessons. They taught the people the lesson of devotion to God. I mean devotion here to surrender before the God. And they opposed social and religious drawbacks or evils. In this way, this was the religious condition of North India. From this slide, you should prepare some inside questions, I mean short question. What was the Brahmadeya? What do you mean by Brahmadeya or Agrahara? Your answers should be Brahmadeya or Agrahara was a system in which, or it was a type of land that was gifted by the kings, Rajput kings or the rich people to the Brahmins. Which two religions were followed in that period? These were Hinduism and Buddhism. What was taught by the Bhakti sons? So devotion to God. This was that. Now next is next topic is these are the images or photos of Bhakti sons. They are enshrined, they are celebrating the functions. Now, next is education. Education was given in temples and monasteries. Monasteries were the buildings built by the kings or rich people in those days for the stay of the Buddhist monk. Buddhist monks. Elementary education was limited, right? It was limited because in education, actually mathematics and science were ignored. They used to teach the students about the philosophy and religion, right? Regional languages also flourished there. These were Bengali, Marathi, Gujarati. The main language in those days was Sanskrit. Apart from Sanskrit, other languages were also popular, Pali and Prakrit. Nalanda and Vikramshila University was set up in that period in Bihar, which was the center of education, higher education, where from other countries the student used to come to study. Okay. Next is art and architecture. Painting in the form of mural in caves and palaces were popular in those days. You know, mural painting. Mural is a type of painting which means small painting executed with great details. और ज़्यादा उसके use के द्वारा कुछ लिखा जाता है. Jain monks developed miniature painting, very small paintings, Lingaraj temples and Mukteswar temples were famous because many temples were built in those days under art and architectural development. These two temples were very famous. Other was the Sun Temple at Konark. Here pictures are given, Lingaraj temple in Orissa and Sun Temple in Konark. Okay. Now these are the home assignments. Name the two universities established in Bihar for higher education in medieval period. Give the reasons for the decline of feudalism in North India. What do you mean by the miniature painting, murals, philosophy, and polygamy? All these terms meaning I have explained, and it is given in your keywords also. So do not be panic. Do not be go in problem. Write about Rai, Agrahara, Brahmadeya, Jauhar. Everything is just now I have detailed and it is given in your slide. And last important 5 marks question. Describe the economic and social condition of North India during the medieval period. Today I will upload it again and you will get help from this video to do your work.